Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Hagel, the President's initiative, the Opportunity, Security, and Growth Initiative in the budget request offers $26 billion for additional defense spending, which I think is appropriate. I think a lot of people on this committee would agree that the defense budget is inadequate, in large part because of Congress, and we want to get it fixed. The challenge is it has been tied to an additional $30 billion in domestic social spending. I was wondering, in your opinion, do you think the President would be open to the idea of supporting the Department of Defense with that $26 billion apart from the additional $30 billion in domestic social spending?
That's a decision that the President would have to make, and I can't negotiate that for him. But I believe that was presented as part of the total, our $26 billion as part of the total package, and that's the way it came in. But that would not be my role or responsibility. We are part of the total of the, I think, 58, 56, 58, yeah.
So as the Secretary of Defense, your personal opinion, do you think it's right to hold that $26 billion hostage for an additional $30 billion in social spending?
Well, my personal opinion is an opinion of the Secretary of Defense, and so that's my.
Would you share that with us as the Secretary of Defense? Would that be your opinion, that it's inappropriate to hold the $26 billion hostage to an additional $30 billion?
No, that was part of the President's total budget, just as we are part of the administration, and it was presented that way. Again, that's not my area. I think the OMB director was up here today. That would be a question, I think, for her.
Okay.
But no, we are part of the administration's budget proposal as a whole.
Right. But the whole package, the whole initiative, is what's troubling. I would like.
I support the whole package if that's what you're getting at.
Okay.
But that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is this $26 billion, and doing everything I can to convince the Congress that my part of it is worthy of the consideration.
I think the challenge a lot of us have on this committee is the fact that we want to be there. We want to help. But it's difficult when the President puts us in a position where, okay, we will do that if you agree to an additional $30 billion in domestic social spending. And that makes a lot of us look at the President's budget request and not take the military, the Department of Defense provisions seriously, because it's almost like he put a poison pill intentionally so that the $26 billion would never get voted on. That's the challenge a lot of us on this side of the aisle see in this President's budget request. I've got about a minute 50 remaining. I'd like to ask, the next question is, when you think about the nation of Israel and the United States and our support for the nation of Israel, if Israel were to be attacked today from Iran or another neighboring country, is the United States currently prepared and ready to respond to that attack?
Go ahead.
Yes, we have some defense agreements with Israel and contingency plans to support them.
Roger that. I yield back.